Hey YouTube, how are we all doing? Lego Leprechaun here guys again, and we have a small city update. It's nothing major guys because I'm waiting on parts from lego.com. I'll get more into that there in a minute. So today we're just a little bit of an extension there at the top of Crime Alley. For those of you who haven't seen the last video, I had done a video on Crime Alley and just the integration of it into the city. And I'll talk about it again today, guys. And before we get started, actually, I just want to say thanks a million for all your likes, your positivity, your comments, and for the new subscriptions after coming in. Thank you for supporting me and supporting the channel, as this is my dream and this is what I want to do eventually full time. So thanks again, guys. A massive gratification for that. So without further ado, we'll just get talking and we'll get going. So just a quick rundown. As you know, I've been starting with the Mills Plate roads, and that's the kind of height of the city eventually going through, from the square over here, excuse me, and back, and we're running up Crime Alley here. We've got Arkham on our left. So again, guys, even since the last update, I suppose, you know, there's always new things come into my head, so new plans and what I would like to do and stuff. So what I wanted to share with you today was some of the future plans of what I'm going to be doing and what I've done since the last update as well. So starting here with Crime Alley and Arkham, it all started with Arkham here, and as you know, I'm a big Bat fan at this point, so I just wanted to kind of see what I could do branching from this. Now, I do want a proper city as well, where it's not going to be all Gothamized, but there's going to be a good part of it that will be. Because again, it's my thing, but I do love the city, and I do love a lovely square, as you can see from this one here. Designs bringing a nice kind of, I suppose, a European city element into it, you know. And I will be keeping that kind of a trend in the middle there. But for now, for here, what I want to do is I want to try and get a back line of height, and this just occurred to me the other day. The last time I was on about the haunted houses, I was on about getting maybe one of them in, as I have a few of them. But I want to keep that kind of a dark element from Arkham running up the back. So what I did was I just put one haunted house, excuse me, from the new one, the Funfair one, which to me looks more like a church, and I think it's nice integrated with the likes of Arkham there. They both have kind of black roofs and pointy kind of steeple tips and stuff like that, which I love. And then I decided to just see what it would be like to have, we'd say, two of the haunted houses I built, the 2012 models, just next to it. And I do like that back line, so it kind of comes up along the back here. We've got a bit of height. I'm not finished with this now, guys, yet. I'm just kind of testing it out, and I do like that back line. And then we've got the square in front of it, and of course I love the idea of levels. It's the whole plan of this city, is we're going to have different levels and rock work and everything you can think of to make it look like as real as possible to a real city or a town, you know. So yeah, so we're bringing that kind of a dark element in, and I want to bring the heights in. So tell me what you think on that, guys. Definitely love this one with the Arkham building. It just, to me, it rhymes nicely. I'm still in a little bit of flux, we'd say, with the older models, but I do like that kind of a dark element running up here. I was having a good think about the city design regarding what I want to do. Over on the right hand side is sticking to be the same, and I will talk more about that as I progress more a little bit into it. It's just a bit of a, again, guys, it's a crap heap. This is the last one. I didn't go near that side because I'm more focused on this. I was planning on doing more of that sooner and then kind of branch back, but I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start finishing from the left hand side over, work my way over, and eventually meet up with the actual Batcave itself. You know, that'll be the way I'll work. And again, on the reason for that is waiting on parts. I ordered parts off lego.com there, Jesus, a month ago I'd say, and I put another batch in, we'd say about a week and a half ago, and I get an email directly the next day saying, back order, you'll be waiting. So there's nothing I can do. There's no point in even moaning about it. I was a bit put off right when I saw it first, because, you know, I'd probably have a bit more done if I had it, especially it's the road work, it's the rock work here, sorry, the brickwork for the roads is what I'm waiting on, so I can at least get a run along the front here. So look, you can do nothing but wait, guys. There's no point in complaining about it. I was a bit off, as I said, when I saw the email, and it came in twice as well. So I sent in for an order, and then a month later sent in for another order, and then it came back saying back order. So I thought, look, just wait. Whenever it's here, it's here. So all I can do is work with what I have. So the idea came to me then when I was actually thinking of this back line, that I have some slopes, the inverted and the normal slopes, so I'll do a bit of rock work here to kind of bring it up to meet this, because Crime Alley, as you see, is kind of dirty and skanky and everything you can think of, like. And I heightened the wall as well in Arkham, so it kind of goes up in line with the road behind it, because that wasn't heightened, and you could kind of see through the actual the jail bars there underneath the road, which you're not supposed to, because you could just see different colour bricks heightening up the road. So I wanted to cover that. So what I did was I put a grey wall up there, and I managed to put some water just leaking through down into the actual pond itself there around Arkham. So yeah, so that's, we'd say, the completion of the hill coming up to meet the building at the back. And then what I'm going to do is walk around here, guys, and show you what I done up at the corner out the back of the modulars here. So bear with me for a second now. If you've been following me on Instagram, I've put a small section here, because again, I want all the DC villains, and they're up to their no good evil antics. So here we have Mr. Freeze, and he's bombing up a load of ice against the back of Assembly Square. And this is the beauty about this, like, is that out the front is nice and, you know, pristine and lovely and quiet and lovely town and stuff like that, and then down here we've just got chaos, like, in the back street. But I always want to do something with Mr. Freeze here, and I can't even get at it now because I actually have this building here in the way. But I have a light inside there, and I have two robins trapped. One is the Tim or Jason and Damien, and they're just pinned up against the actual transparent pieces there. So have a look on Instagram, guys, Lego Leprechaun on Instagram, and I have just a detailed shot of that, and you can see inside in it. And I use windscreen pieces there to give that kind of a bladed ice look at the top. Hold on a second, we lens in a small bit. I can't really see much. Yeah, here we are. Sorry now, guys, if it's out of focus. Okay, it's not out of focus or not. It is, yeah, sorry. It's actually focusing in here closer at what I'm around. My apologies in this now, guys, it ended up a bit of a mess. So you get the picture anyway. So I just wanted that real kind of a grimy look up the back, and then yes, you have a lovely pristine look out the front. So yeah, I love the DC, as you know, guys, and I love just making up the stuff. So it's rhyming nicely with Arkham, the street itself, Arkham here, and we have Ivy here breaking out all our plants. We have Freeze down here freezing up the Bats posse, and then we have just complete and utter chaos down the street, which I do planning on adding more. I'll subtract and add, so I'll put in certain scenes from anything from the animates to the comics to the films down that alley, you know, in and out, like, especially for photographs for Instagram. And I love it because you can play with it. So if you look into the history of any of the villains, from the Penguin to the Riddler to Two-Face, Joker, and what's his name, I keep forgetting it. Big DC head here, like, and I keep forgetting Scarecrow. He does some good stuff as well. So I'll be doing some of those different scenes down that alley, and I love that I can just play with it. And I like the whole idea of it being here next to Arkham, so we can just create utter chaos. And I don't mind having 2 scenes or 3 scenes, you know, specifically. Like, I mean, we have the Bat here and the Joker just laughing at him to his face on the roof of it. 2 cops just kind of smiling away at it. I did have some kind of a scene set up here years ago with the Joker, so he's still in a wheelchair sitting down. But again, with the whole idea of this is you can create what you want where you want, you know, and that's the buzz I get out of the whole DC thing, like the superhero thing in general. But I'm a DC more than I am Marvel, even though I do love the Marvel films. DC is one of my favourites. So yeah, guys, so that's just kind of the rough structure of what's to come. And I just want to share this with you again like that, so we're not kind of waiting for a month until there's a bit more rock work up the face. I will do another one in maybe 2 weeks' time when I have a bit more done there and some more stuff comes together. And the one thing you know, guys, from building is that, excuse me, you could be halfway through something, then an idea comes for something else, you know. Like, I already have a better idea of what I'm going to run along the back line here. and I kind of jumped upon that there, or stumbled upon that, sorry, probably about 2 weeks ago. And again, I'll share that at a later date. At this side here, coming up to the edge here, I have space, and again, ignore it now because there's a junkyard, but where you see everything here, my plan was to drop this down just to the level of the wood here and bring out a level, excuse me, and put a sea. And I was going to build a bigger sea and an underwater to the sea as well. But I was thinking of doing, as you can see, this side of the city is going to be more sweeter and graceful, and at this side I was thinking of doing the lower level here, but do a smaller amount of it sea, but on the left then come back up to high-rise buildings in the city. So we have more of a kind of a Gotham city at this side. City, not a town now, city. So I'd like to actually get high buildings in there with some decent back streets and the best of crime going on, and it like a little part of Gotham is what I'd like to have in there. And then we could have breakouts from Arkham coming across the water into the city. We could do just loads. So you literally would have a good section of the table running down there to the corner, Gothamized, and then this side running up here, which you can put, I'll be sharing, as I said, more of what's going to go in there colour wise, and then we're leading up into the bat. Not sure if I'm going to actually connect the actual whole Japanese area here up to that. Don't know, but we'll make it something anyway where you can actually have all views on everything, you know. So yeah, guys, so that's supposed to be a small update, and then I'm yapping my ass off here. So yeah, guys, again, I'm just delighted to share this with you and show some of the progress. And again, guys, share your comments, your thoughts, any suggestions. I'm all open to it and delighted with it. So yeah, so till the next video, guys, we'll chat soon, and Lego Leprechaun out.